So as we continue our exploration of the breath, we're going to continue to work with Sutra 250, and the next we worked with Akasha, and we're going to bring our spaciousness, including our mudra for Akasha, with us into practice today. So in addition to the experience of space, that subtle awareness of breath and or let's say prana touching and filling every cell and all the spaces, of which there are a multitude between the cells. We're also going to work with regulation of the phases of the breath and work with a little bit of time on that level. So working with, in particular today, the retention after the inhale and suspension after the exhale in a measured way. And yet, I'd like us to work with it with a sense of the hold after inhale, or the retention after inhale is really just opening up to experience the fullness of the space, the internal space. And the suspension after the exhale as a way of moving inward and experiencing deep inner stillness and the space that opens when we become deeply still. So I frame it that way because in my experience, sometimes when one is working with retention or suspension, and particularly like inhale and hold for 4, inhale and hold for 6, like there can be this, like hold, I'm holding. And it's actually a contraction as opposed to a continuation of the sense of inner expansion, or a feeling. It can get sort of graspy around it, and like when we were kids, and who can hold their breath longest going through the tunnel, that kind of thing. I don't find that approach to be particularly useful in the direction of pranayama as a way of transforming the mind and moving us in the direction of experiencing the fullness of ourselves. So I find that seeing this as just a continuation of what we've been already sort of brewing in our pranayama pot, right? With this idea of just opening to the more of the inside, not the more like we need more, but just what's already there and experiencing it, right? Both the fullness and the emptiness. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, it's the fullness and the emptiness. So like breath retention can be like the experience of that fullness within, and breath suspension, like there's that emptiness as well. One doesn't negate the other, they coexist simultaneously.